Hi guys, my name is Maya and I go by Damn Homie, and you're now watching Official Prison Talk. Today we have a very special guest. Big shout out to Sharice Mills for making it happen, Luce Cannon's wife. And today we have Luce Cannon on the line. Can you hear me?
What's up with it, damn homie? What you got going on?
Just waiting on you. How you feeling?
Man, feeling good, blessed. Under all these circumstances, but you know what it is.
What exactly happened? Like when the arrest happened, did they get you from the house or?
Nah, the crazy part about it is, we went for a staycation. We was on to the casino, and then they got me from there. But I seen everything happening from early in the morning. So when I seen that, I seen the TMZ report, and then I started seeing like everything else, all the blogs and everybody saying I was in custody. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm thinking I could get a heads up or something because I don't know what's going on. But when you dealing with the feds, when they got you.
What's so during the arrest, what do you think about the fact that people were saying that 600 was with the feds?
I mean, probably. I mean, it's a high percentage chance. And then the same thing with Poker Bus. They saying that he's been working too. So I don't know.
What do you think about Bricc Baby having a sealed indictment?
Yeah, that's the crazy part. So it's like I don't know. I'm lost, especially when it comes down to with him doing that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when I talk to everybody around, they talking about they knew that. So that we have to. I don't know what is it for. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping it's not nothing serious. Well, you shouldn't even have that period.
Can you bring the phone a little closer? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear
Yeah,
you.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't think that nobody should have a steel foul.
No. Because what does that even mean? Like, does that mean they're separating him from the case, or is he still involved in the RICO?
No, I mean he's still locked up, so I don't know if he did his job. I don't know like what's going on, but I doubt it because he wouldn't still be locked up, right?
So on Tuesday, we watched you and Bricc Baby doing the Tuesday show together at No Jumper. And
Uh-huh.
it was amazing. I think it was one of those things everybody wanted to watch. And then during the end, I saw like a little clip where Bricc Baby was lifting his arms and was trying to show that he had a piece and then he walked away from the table. What was that about?
I don't know because they were smoking so much weed. I mean, I got contact, so I don't know what he was doing. Shit, Rick, you never know what he got going. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm always prepared for anything.
Okay. So what do you think so far about the case?
No, I think the case is a lot of BS and misleading information, but at the end of the day, it's like we have to, stay put and wait for it to get sorted out. And if Rick rolled over on Big U and he was just talking about Big U this and Big U that, then that's crazy to me. And I think a lot of people, and this should be a learning lesson to Big U because he was doing a lot of scumbag shit, and now it caught up to him. And then the ones that is solid is still in here. You get what I'm saying? And the ones that he thought was gonna be solid is gone home.
True. Do you think there's a lot of people in the case that don't even need to be there?
Yeah, I'm one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You
Because
know, yeah, I fuck with him. Not
because
at
he was
all.
saying a lot of people like on the case, I don't even speak to them, so like he said, I don't fuck with Bricc Baby. He's not even, are you, when's the last time you and Big U spoke?
It's been years. We talking about like maybe um, years, maybe like 5, 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
crazy. It's ridiculous.
People are going crazy on the internet saying, asking if you guys are on good terms because they're saying that you guys might end up in the same pod together.
Yeah, but what does that mean? I mean, at the end of the day, it's like what happens happens. I can't stop anything. He can't stop anything. So it's like um, he know what I've been saying about him, and I know what he's been saying about me.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not like one of these busters or sugar plums that be talking on the internet and be all just nothing but internet. You get what I'm saying? We put on for entertainment and stuff, and we want to entertain the people. But Big U, he knows steep mountain he has to climb dealing with me. And the other ones like the Powerpuff Girl 600, those are just like internet trolls.
I don't know. It's so hard for me to think that they could really be in on it just because if you spend your life, doing like paperwork parties, it's like, is there really a chance that it could be a snitch doing a paperwork party?
Of course, you know it comes um, with the territory. That's how they be so good at it. You know what I'm saying? Because they tell.
Um, so what do you think about people saying, if where's the paperwork? Because all the times I would, let's say I claim somebody's a snitch and everyone's like, where's the paperwork? Sometimes the snitches don't have paperwork, so how do you prove it?
No, of course. I mean, but we learning that they calling having no paperwork is called still foul. And then when they get caught up with something else, that's when it's exposed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they get a slap on the wrist, get the still foul, and then they don't learn their lesson, and then they go back and do the same thing, and then they get caught up. Now it's like, okay, now let me teach y'all. Let me teach y'all a lesson. I guess that's what the feds did to Bricc.
Are you and Brick on good terms?
Yeah, we on good terms, but at the end of the day, it's like, bro, why you gotta still foul? That's what I want to know. I mean, the whole world want to know.
Yeah. Because that live, it was almost confusing. It looked like it had you at this edge of your seat because you didn't know like what was about to happen. It was one of those lives that it was the most watched live in a while. Um, and during it, it was like because you guys recently were together, like you met up in person. Were you
So
guys friends
I
already
think
before that, or is that the day where you kind of made amends and everything?
no, no, we were talking briefly, but for us to actually meet up and sit down and stuff like that, we did it on camera. It wasn't like no, let's meet first or anything like that. Let's just talk. You get what I'm saying? Let the world see it. Let the world see the interaction.
Yeah. And a lot of people have been blaming No Jumper basically for people coming on and talking, saying that they're indicting themselves basically. What do you think about that?
Yeah, but you see, people don't. It's not really understanding. They have to decipher the truth, the lies, with the entertainment. People say things and just like entertainment. And I think the feds take everything literal. So when it's entertainment, um, they can match and mesh up different stories. And then they'd be like, oh, this is what they talking about, but it'd be something totally different. It'd be like some made up shit. Like when he get high, Like I said on live, send them in the face. Like, bro, so if you get high, you gonna start lying. You gonna start making up shit, acting like you just this super tough dude. You get what I'm saying? That's what he do. But that's his
Yeah.
character. Everybody has characters on the internet.
100%. Because even when you seen me and Bricc Baby arguing 5 minutes after the cameras were off, we were literally hanging out like we were friends. So it's like a lot of people question, like, is it real? Are the beefs real sometimes? Is it fake? And it is a lot of times entertainment, literally.
Yeah, and I think that's what Brink has on his side. That's what I have on my side. That's what a lot of people have on their side is because it's pure entertainment. You get what I'm saying? So they try to mix like, oh, he did this, he did that, and he's a violent person. And then when entertainment come about on it, then they want to judge me on the character. No, I'm as a character online, but I'm really stand on my business. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, it's entertainment. We entertaining people. This is why we get people to watch and tune in.
The thing is, it is entertainment. So then why is it that every time Bricc Baby speaks, somebody gets indicted? He spoke about Lil Durk. Lil Durk gets indicted. He comes to Florida to shoot a music video. Julio's murderers get taken away. How does that work?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, damn homie. I'm like, I'm blown away because you're absolutely right. When it came down to Pee Wee Longway and them leaving Atlanta, I mean, when they left Atlanta, Pee Wee Longway and them got indicted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you see me on No Jumper. I called it out. I said it to him in the face.
Yeah. And No Jumper is one of those things
A
where you
lot of
come
people,
on and you, I'm sorry.
I said a lot of people is jumping over that, skipping it. But when people gonna watch, they gonna say like, yeah, can I ask them all this?
Yeah, because you could come on there and just use the platform for, your benefit and to get your own pages up. But it's like a lot of times people come on there, like Brick will say something true that happened. Like if you're trying to entertain people, you gotta like change things up. Like you can't just tell a full real story. So a lot of times some people try to come on and like prove themselves too much, I guess.
Yeah, but I think we have to decipher if people is going onto a platform to promote something. When you promoting something, or if you going on there just to say, "Oh, I was on No Jumper," and you just talking a bunch of shit and just saying a bunch of goofy shit, that's just on you. But when you go on there to promote, to get people to watch a television show, getting them to go buy some merch, getting them to go buy some like hair product or anything like that, that's different. That's called entertaining the people for they for them to buy into you so they could go and watch something that you promoted. Because you just gave No Jumper a show, but you wanted to ultimately transition that into people watching what you got going on.
That's so it's I can't say anyone needs to blame No Jumper because it's your choice what you come on and say. And, a lot of times people fuck up and just say the wrong thing. Um, Out of all the people in the indictment, who do you think is going to be the first one to rat?
I mean, everybody that think about it, everybody that got let go, who did it.
Do you think Big U's going to rat on everyone? Because what would he have to do to get out?
I mean, he's stuck in a rock and a hard place. There's nothing he could do. He just gonna have to have a good lawyer and weather the storm. Hopefully, he can have one of the people from the Chargers go and represent him. You know what I'm saying? Like he has to have somebody, Trump or somebody, because it's so many people that he did wrong. I don't know if they're gonna stand with that. Everybody, but he should learn that people wasn't messing with him because they loved him and they respected him. They was messing with him out of fear.
Yeah, because he helped like a lot of people. Grew up, looked up to him, and he was part of the community. So Sucks to see somebody go down like that at 59 years old to go to jail. Do you think it's worse going to jail at 60 or at 20?
At 20, definitely, because you could probably give a couple, but not at 60. He got a lot of things going on. He got grandkids. He got his son in the NFL. Um, I mean,
I
we're
mean,
gonna
he's
say
gonna have
he
somebody to
worked
put
hard.
money on his books at least.
Yeah, so when you got a lot of things like that ahead of you, and you're not slowing down, then it's pretty much ultimately on him, right?
Yeah. Have they said what all the charges are yet, or
You said, well, you say that again.
what have they told you yet what your charges are? Or because I think about
Oh
Big
yeah,
U,
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah. It's some goofy stuff. It was like a conversation on a podcast. That's it.
wow. But that could get thrown out easily because it's entertainment.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's definitely entertainment, but at the end of the day, it's like um, you know, we going through circumstances to get bigger and better. So that's all I look at it. I take it as now it's like I got my wife always behind me, friends and family, my IBM crew, and everybody is just pushing.
Do
I'm
you miss
still
your
doing
family right
content
now?
every day. You said what?
I said, do you miss your family? I know you just had a newborn baby.
And you know that's like the worst thing right now. That's the thing that keeps me up.
Yeah. But thank God, you have a good woman on your side. She's been here holding you down. We're all praying for you. It's free Luce Cannon. Sweetie. Shit.
Sweetie.
It's such a messed up situation.
You have 1 minute remaining.
It's already been 18 minutes. Okay. Do you have any last words?
No, tell everybody to tap in, buy the merch. Shout out to Damn Homie. I appreciate you. You always gonna stay connected. We family. Um, and then I can't wait until I hear the interview with you and my wife tomorrow.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. So tomorrow we're going to be on her channel and we're going to do Sunday service. So,
Yeah, that's fire. So I'm gonna have everybody in here watching.
all right. Thank you so much, Free Loose
All
Cannon,
right.
and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. Thank you for using Global Telling.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Official Prison Talk. My name is Maya, and I go by Damn Homie. Tomorrow, we're going to be on uh, Sharice Mills and Luce Cannon's channel, and we're going to be doing Sunday service. We're going to announce what time tomorrow. We're going to post it on our Instagrams. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
How are you feeling?
A little more at ease because, he normally would have called me a lot sooner, so I could have given him more of a heads up of, the time frame for this meeting and this interview, excuse me. It's just, he said he had to go to medical because apparently they give you like TB shots or some sort of tetanus shot when you go to jail, which I've never heard of that, but I'm sure some of some people know that. So he hasn't gotten it in a while. They said, well, he's like, well, I haven't been here in a while. You know what I mean? So they made him go to medical, which was obviously a change in his schedule. So I was nervous and worried for that. And I was like, wait a minute, why haven't I heard from him? And I'm like, yo, we running late. What's going on? So it just was a little at ease to hear and see him call me. So
Yeah.
I definitely feel better now.
Is it the COVID shot or it's the Tetra shot you said?
It's called a TB shot, so it's definitely like mandatory when you go to jail. I don't
What
know why.
happens if you say no? Like I'm
You
natural.
you
I'm just
don't you
kidding.
don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. And I don't know if it's maybe because they got some shit going on in there. They got to make sure nobody, I don't know, maybe too much germs up in that bitch. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I will
But
say my friend went to jail and he didn't catch COVID till he came out. So I don't know.
mhm.
But
Yeah.
he,
So they
but
were checking up on him, I guess, because after they give you the TB shot, they got to make sure you don't get no reaction or something like that. So,
damn. What happens if you
mhm.
do? You can't even sue them anyway
You
because it's
can't.
their property.
There's nothing you can do about it. And mind you, he was supposed to get his tooth pulled out. He was shot in his mouth, so he had a hole in one of his tooth, and the bullet finally came out like, a month or so, whatever ago, right? He didn't get the surgery because he lost his ID. So he was literally going to get surgery
Damn.
this Monday because when he went to LA to do that meeting with no jumper, he got his ID from DMV. So literally we have scheduled surgery on Monday. And so he's up in there having like headaches and pains because he was supposed to pull out his tooth because of nerve damage. Like it's like the air is hitting his nerve.
Oh, I
So,
can't. I can't even imagine. Like,
girl, so he's going through, like, he's holding strong because he basically found somebody up in there and bought some ibuprofen. I don't know how they got ibuprofen up in there, but they get everything up in there.
damn. And I know this is like for people that don't understand or don't have anybody that's in jail, this is literally the worst feeling. Like every 2 seconds, you're like thinking like, are they okay? Because you never know
Right,
what could happen. So
right.
like these hours that we just been sitting, it's like we're halfway. It's like I'm not even worried about the time. I was more worried like, if is everything okay? So
Hmm.
it's just one of those things. But
Yeah. Yeah, girl. So, he's dealing with that. And, they don't give a shit about you in there. You know what I'm saying? Our lawyer from that's in California, he said once he gets transported, then we can better, assist making sure he gets proper, medical attention or whatever. Cause they're supposed to do that. They're supposed to, if you got something going on or, issue, they're supposed to make sure, okay, let me give you something. He had to go buy that shit, find that shit somewhere. They didn't give a shit. So
that's
he was up.
insane.
Man, it was so insane. I'm like, God damn. And they took his sweater. So, apparently the feds is different to state, right? So, anything that's thick, you can't keep on. So normally with the
Why? Oh,
state,
because they think you could like hang yourself with it.
no, not just that. I think they think you can like sneak stuff in it, and contraband or whatever. Just if the material is thick enough, people be
No.
putting drugs or whatever in that stuff. So they didn't give him an option. Normally, like in state prison, they'll give you an option, pick one piece of clothing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
not only was he dealing with the toothache, he was dealing with being fucking cold. Excuse me, I'm sorry for cussing. Bleep it out. He was dealing with being cold, having to deal with that mess. So it's just like I'm like, I don't know how you doing it, honey. And he's like, baby, I got this. I'm strong. I said, okay, you gotta be, because shoot, you can't have me worrying too much. He's like, don't worry, I got it. I was like, all right. But
Damn.
shoot, he definitely, now everybody's sweetie in the chat. I see y'all.
Not they
Well,
banned sweeting for like a
man, he got
minute too.
he been eating too much sweeties on his mouth. Shoot, now.
Yo, I wanted to yell it, but it's like it's a fucked up situation. So it's like I don't want
He
to. It's
can't even yell it in there. That's why he said it so calm. Because if you kind of make too much noise, he can get caught up. No, they knowing he's doing an interview. He don't want all that attention. But speaking of Sweetie, as you guys can see on the photo, we have merch dropping tomorrow. We also have some free Luce Cannon t-shirts dropping tomorrow. Obviously, that is to go and support the cause, because y'all, listen, there's no amount of money you could prepare for when you got to be dropping over 200,000 in legal fees. It's no joke. And I'm sorry, you can't just go and get no public defender or whatever for something like this. A
no,
RICO
not
charge.
the federal case.
Let me
I'm
tell you
sorry.
something. Let me tell you something, right? They put innocent men in jail all the time. You know what I'm saying? And you could get judged for priors or things that you've already done the time and served and all that it's like they judge you for things you've already been in for. So it's like, damn, so you really don't have a shot if you don't have a really good lawyer. You
No, because
feel
they
me?
say you're innocent till proven guilty, but in reality, it's you're guilty till you prove yourself innocent.
Real
That's why.
talk.
That's why you.
Real
Then lawyers, people don't even understand. These lawyers cost what, like half a mil for a good lawyer,
A
and they
really good, listen, this 200,000 is not even with trial. That's before trial. Okay?
imagine out of
Okay?
nowhere. Imagine this is
That's
Lu's
dropping
life.
a house.
He's
So there,
chilling.
so
He's
now I
famous.
gotta go and I
He's
gotta go
living with his
drop
wife.
a
They have a
house,
brand new baby.
basically. You know what I'm
Sorry,
saying?
I'm
I
gonna
gotta
cut you
go
off.
drop a house, basically, to make sure that he gets out. You know what I'm saying? People don't realize it's so hard. But we're gonna talk more about this tomorrow because I don't want to give up all the gems and things that I wanted to, express with you about what I'm going through right now, dealing with all of this. People don't realize how this stuff affects families. You know what I'm saying? And tomorrow we'll touch more on that, and I'm gonna give y'all, more insight of what he's been going through,
Yeah,
and what he's up against. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that he doesn't really know because I don't want to say too much over the recorded phone line, that we got to deal with. You know what I mean? He don't even know, you know, yes, he heard people out, but obviously he's assuming, okay, they probably telling or whatever. There are definitely. So we're going to talk about that. And, that sealed file, I got the sealed file. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow as well.
yes. Okay, so you're gonna let me know what time, and then we're gonna promote it tomorrow. And
Absolutely.
you
Most
guys want
likely,
to hear this
probably
because the
around
perspective
12.
of women in jail is basically when you have your man go to jail, you almost feel like you're in there with him if you actually love him and you're gonna do the bid. And we're gonna talk about that tomorrow.
We can't even hold it, right? We're like, damn, okay, wait. Talk about it
We'll
tomorrow.
wait. It's gonna be worth it. You guys have to wait for tomorrow. So thank
Yes.
you again so much. Big shout out to you. I'm praying. I think we're all praying for you and your family. Free Luce
I appreciate
Cannon. Everybody buy the sweetie hats. I'm definitely buying a T-shirt for sure. So soon as the link is up, we're gonna promote the link, and we're gonna see you guys tomorrow. So this has been official prison talk. Thank you so much to Sharice Mills for making it happen today, and big shout out to my big homie Jay Burton. He's been down 36 years. He got arrested at 16, got a life sentence, and also big shout out to my other co-host Joseph P. Langton. He's from Brooklyn, Brownsville, and see you guys tomorrow.
Okay, see you guys tomorrow. My phone got hot. It said temperature too hot. It really is too hot in here.
Like, comment, subscribe. Bye, guys.